people? It's me, the third wheel, Rick Serrano the third from the Wrestling POV podcast. And do I have something special for you? Celebrity video messages. You can request a video message from a celebrity for a personal connection, a shout out for a birthday gift, a wedding gift, a Christmas gift, a Valentine's Day gift, any kind of gift. You get a celebrity to send you a video message. Choose from hundreds of celebrities. Enter the details you want the celebrity to mention, and you get to pay safely and securely with PayPal or any debit card or credit card. You will receive an email with your video and downloadable links as soon as the celebrity recorded your video. Most videos take between 2 days or 2 weeks to complete. The best part is a percentage of the proceeds go to charity. Get video messages from celebrities like the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase, Kurt Angle, Jake the Snake Roberts, Austin Aries, Booker T. Tell me you didn't just say that. Oh, I did. Rob Van Dam, Mick Foley, DDP, and other celebrities from Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, The Walking Dead, Star Trek, Star Wars, the UFC, NFL, NBA, TV stars, movie stars, musicians, and more. Just click the link below this video and you will get a celebrity to send you a personal message today. And don't forget to check out the Wrestling POV podcast for new episodes every Saturday on iTunes, YouTube, and Podbean for free.
That is not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Warning, wrestling POV's content may contain language that is not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Warning, wrestling POV's content may contain language that is not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Warning, wrestling POV's content may contain language that is not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Well, here's your headline.
Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Wrestling POV. I am your host, Tony Diaz. I'm very upset, Tony Diaz. Along with Miguel Cole.
Hello, how's everybody doing?
And the third wheel, Rick Serrano III.
Hey, people!
Yeah, we're just getting off of the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. I'm really upset. I lost my damn title. I thought for sure I was going to keep it. It was a good one. Actually, you know what? I blame myself for it. And here's why. Just take a listen from last week's episode. So, although we have a new champion. Well, Wilfredo! He's been playing the game since day one.
Yes.
Will he finally get an opportunity to be the Wrestling POV champion? Wilfredo, if you win, brother, you got to talk shit. Talk shit to everybody. Who cares? They doubted you from the beginning. From the beginning! Take the title off. That's all I want. All right. Now, you know what? I think next, what's the next paper? TLC? I'm going to keep my mouth shut. You know? No. Forget that shit. No.
Tony, you gave it up, man. You gave him the title.
No, not only that, though. I did make a very bold prediction on the Hell in a Cell match, too. But, well, congratulations, Wilfredo. You finally won it. And your name did get put on that magnificent-looking Wrestling POV Championship belt. And the shit-talking already started with him, huh? That's not what he posted. You better hope you can hold on to that title now. All right, so before we talk about Hell in a Cell, we have to talk about the wrestling news from around the world. Take it away, Rick.
All right, and before we do that, we have to kick it to our intern, Miguel Cole, with Email Miguel.
Nice.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so we got an email from Xavier from Massachusetts, and he says, what's your POV, oh my goodness, on the Young Bucks as a tag team?
The Young Bucks as a tag team? I don't know. They're doing some crazy shit. And I don't know. I think they're pushing their luck, to be honest. I'm not really impressed with them. But I don't know.
I mean, For me, my POV on them, from the very beginning, I always thought they were a ripoff of the Hardy Boys.
I can see that. And the young Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty.
Exactly. I mean, because they were in TNA when I first saw them, and I was just like, oh, God, these guys have got no chins or nothing. But obviously, over time, Ring of Honor definitely boosted their careers. They are very talented guys, and I think they can go far. But I don't think they can go far in WWE. I think they need to stay where they're at.
You know what? Honestly, with the shit they've been doing lately, I think that if the WWE all of a sudden comes out and says, yeah, come on, we'll sign you guys, they will bury them. They will. They're not, I don't know. I have that. They'll probably do good at NXT, but they will get buried. So, I don't know, man. But anyway, Mimi Goody's here now. She just popped up. So, all right. So, guys, what was the next? What was that?
I said you can't get rid of me yet.
Funny. All right. What was the next one?
Well, that's all we have. But if you want to send more emails to me, all you got to do is send it to Miguel Cole, WPOV, at gmail.com. Gmail or Yahoo?
Yahoo.
It is Yahoo. I guess so. You know, I got stuff in my head. I be forgetting. So it's Miguel Cole, WPOV, at yahoo.com. Send it to me, and we'll put it on the air, and we'll talk about what you're talking about, just like we did with Xavier.
Yes.
Great question. Okay, Mr. Rick, off to you. All right, let's talk about some birthdays. Yahoo! All right, this is Tony's era. Blackjack Lanza turns 82 yeyears old.
Jesus, man, that's messed up. Mimi's almost my age too.
No, I'm not. I'm younger.
Like 1 year. Yeah, happy birthday. Yeah. Jesus.
Blackjack Lanza?
Yeah, I mean, he was one of the tough guys, man. I mean, you know, it's, I don't know. If the Blackjack Lanza of then was here now, he'd be whooping everybody's ass. He's just nasty.
Oh, Mr. Tony, you mean whooping your ass like Wilfredo did?
All right, Miguel. You still want a job? Son of a bitch. Jesus.
Yeah! Woo! Miguel, that was a good one. All right, next up, Nikolai Volkov turned 70 years old.
Wow.
70.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Next up, Rikishi turns 52 years old.
Dang, Rikishi.
Rikishi.
Happy birthday.
Huh?
52? Dang. All right, sure. Why not?
All right, next up, this girl's age is the same length of her legs. Stacy Keibler turns 38 years old.
Wow.
38?
Yep.
Why did I think she was a lot older than that?
Really?
Yeah.
I thought she was a lot younger.
Well, she was during the Attitude Era.
Yeah, but I thought she was like a little baby during the Attitude Era.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. All right, sure, why not? Happy birthday.
I also thought very underrated, by the way. I'm going to just put that out.
Yeah, I could agree.
No.
All right, yeah, sure, why not?
She was rated just fine.
Jesus, man.
Jeez Louise. All right, and last but not least, the awesome one, The Miz, turns 37 years old.
Wow.
Damn, he's that old?
Talk about repackaging himself, too. Let me tell you, he's came a long way. And
I know, Tony's got the hots for him now.
Oh, I don't. Shut up.
Just a little bit.
Ting ting.
No ting ting ting. Nope.
Alright, with that awesome news, it is now time for the wrestling news from around the world. As you heard earlier, we have a new Wrestling POV champion, Wilfredo Cruz, aka Echo 318, has brought the title from New Mexico to Long Island, New York. The man is on a mission. He said it, he was going to do it, and he did it. Oh, actually, Tony said he was going to do it, and he did it. So maybe next time, Tony can say, I'm going to win, and then I'll win.
Jeez, I mean, congratulations, I guess. But actually, tell what really happened, though, because it was that close. So, Rick, tell what really happened and how he ended up winning. Either way, he won. I'm not making that a controversy. I'm just saying this is what really happened.
So, for the first time ever, we actually had a tie with Bam Bam Bundy, indie wrestler, Grant Hatton from Tennessee. It was tied with Wilfredo, both at 40 points. So to break the tie, we put whoever lost the least amount of points would win. So Wilfredo lost only one match, and he lost 3 points. And Grant only lost one match, but he lost 5 points. So by 2 points, Wilfredo edged out and got the win. Mr. Rick, why don't you tell him your score?
How about me and Goody score?
All right, so I'll say my score because I feel better about that. I have -7, and Wilfredo had 40. Miguel, you had -10. Oh my goodness, Mr. Rick, tell him about Mimi. And Mimi had the worst score, -11.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I was still in the positives, though. I think what I had 21 points. 21. So,
Wow.
we're in 5th place.
5th place, yeah. It's okay. That's all right.
It's not the championship,
So,
but it's all right.
but you know what? It is very important that right there you got to be careful with your picks. Not only be careful with your picks, you got to be careful on how many points you wager, because obviously that affected Bam Bam. It was Bam Bam, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bam Bam. And, and look what happened. He lost by 2 points. 2 points. This game it's very strategically, you have to really that word I just said it just a minute ago.
Strategically.
You really got to play this game correct. And if you don't, this is what happens. So, but I am going to make this announcement. I'm telling people ahead of time, and it's not because of what happened. It's only because, we don't want the tie to happen again. But we're going to add an additional 10-pointer to another championship match. So instead of 2 10-pointers, there will be 3 10-pointers. And from what I got in my rumors, there's another reason why I'm going to add a third 10-pointer. So go ahead and finish up, Rick, and then I'll tell you that in a minute.
All right. Well, next up, we have a little bit of a rivalry that may have come to an end. We don't know. Jim Cornette and Santino Marella went back and forth in the Detroit Convention Hall. This is dating back to when Cornette slapped Santino in OVW because he didn't sell the Fear of the Boogeyman. That led to Cornette being fired by WWE. So Santino confronted him 12 years later and was like, I'm not a kid anymore. I'm going to confront this dude. And Cornette acted like a coward and was like, this man is trying to fight and won't let me leave. Dude, you smacked a grown man in the face and you act like he ain't going to come to you?
Right.
So Santino ended up making a big announcement earlier today and saying that he wasn't laughing about the boogeyman. That there's video evidence that he wasn't laughing, but he was with his daughter, and this is his daughter's first experience in wrestling. He wanted her to have a big moment. He wanted her to fear the boogeyman so she can always remember it. So he said he was not laughing. There's video evidence. I'm going to check it out. I don't know if it's true or not. He said there's a video out there that he was not laughing. But still, what are you doing, Jim Cornette, slapping somebody?
That's how Jim Cornette is. And you know what? I'm glad that you told that story the way to lead up to what happened. Because a lot of people, and it's the IWC, I'm going back to that, that said, oh, good for Jim Cornette. He's always a stand-up guy. Good for him. It looks like Santino was bullying him, blah, blah, blah. Please stop. Jim Cornette he's an asshole. Seriously. He is an arrogant asshole. And I'm glad you told that story the way it is because a lot of people were siding with Jim Cornette. They don't know, but they don't know the whole story. They just see that freaking video and they automatically think that Santino is the one that's at fault. F you guys.
Willow Santino.
I like you, Santino. Come on the show, man.
All right. So next up on NXT, Nikki Cross wins a battle royal to gain the final spot in the Fatal 4-Way for the NXT Women's Title match at the next Takeover pay-per-view. She'll be with Ember Moon, Peyton Royce, and Kairi Sane. They are the other competitors in that Fatal 4-Way for the women's title.
Good for her.
Andrade Almas is getting the next NXT title shot against Drew McIntyre.
Really?
I don't know why, but he got up there.
You know, that's very, very interesting. But stupid. Sorry, I had to go there.
No, it's true. It's very,
I like Cien Almas, but I don't think he's ready for a title shot. I really don't. I don't.
No, and then they have the Undisputed Era offering Roderick Strong an armband and told him to make the right choice. I felt like we've seen this before with Ty Dillinger and Sanity.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
205 Live, we had Rich Swann defeat TJP in the 2 out of 3 falls match. That wasn't the main event. We'll talk more about that later when we go over Raw notes. And Lucha Underground, the Mac has one of.
Saying that.
Listen, Miguel is off in the corner being upset about his -10. I'm disappointed in you, Miguel. Mr. Rick, I'm sorry. Please, clean my sneakers. All right.
Jesus, Rick.
Just put him back on the soundboard. He'll be happy.
Get over there. Okay.
That's
Touche.
He got you.
Alright, the Mac has won a battle royal, giving him a trios championship match. So him and his 2 boys will be able to go for the trios championship. Also, Marty the Moth, that psychopath, lost his hair in a hair versus mask match against Phoenix. His hair is gone. The Moth has no hair.
Yes, I saw that one.
Yeah.
He looks even creepier now.
Wow. All right. What else you got?
And that is all the news I have.
All right, check this out for the rumors, all right? Rumor has it that the reason why the WWE is reuniting with the Shield, is due to John Cena and Brock Lesnar will not be at TLC. So, the WWE figured that reuniting the Shield would be big enough to hide the fact that Cena and Lesnar will not be there. So they figured that the Shield would be a big enough attraction, and I guarantee coming up at TLC after what happened on Raw, that's going to end up being the main event. So.
What?
Yeah.
Roman, Seth,
Yeah.
and
Dean.
Dean are going to be in another pay-per-view?
In the main event. That's right.
You know that.
Yeah. That's impossible. So, all right. This other one I got is the repackaging of Luke Harper and Eric Rowan is near complete and should be debuting soon. Weird thing is, they were just here in Las Cruces and New Mexico, and they looked the same, and it was Luke Harper as a babyface on one team, and Eric Rowan was on the other team as a heel. So if they're thinking about putting them together, that has to be a quick repackaging, in my opinion. But we'll see.
Didn't they do a vignette on...
If you would have gave me 2 more seconds, I would have said that myself. But Rick will cover that later on.
Well, excuse me.
Alright, so my last rumor that I have, it's Neville. Apparently he walked out on Monday Night Raw. Rumor was that he was supposed to wrestle Enzo, but he was supposed to lose against Enzo. So that's why he walked out. That's why they had to change things last minute, and they put Kalisto in and to go over on Enzo, so he can dedicate his win to Eddie Guerrero on his birthday. So, apparently there was a lot of changes that happened on Raw that because of this. Now, the thing of it is, it's all over the internet now, but there's no real confirmation if that's true or not. So nobody really knows if that's what really happened. I don't know. To me, I mean, now my thing is this. Neville and all the other cruiserweights, except for Kalisto, put their hands on Neville. Therefore, they would not get a title shot. So why all of a sudden would they put Neville back in the title shot that night on Monday Night Raw? You know what I'm saying? I don't... You know what I'm saying?
Sounds a little fishy.
Exactly. So that's why I don't get, why would he walk out because he was going to lose when he's not supposed to really get a title shot? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Something's fishy.
You be right sometimes, Tony.
I know I'd be right. I'd be left, too. That's a different story. All right, that's all I got for rumors. What do you got for injury?
Other than Tony going in cardiac arrest after Hell in a Cell, nothing.
Jesus Christ. So, all right, you know what? After speaking of Hell in a Cell, let's go right into Hell in a Cell. All right, the kickoff match. It was Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable. They defeated the Hype Bros. I knew that was going to happen. Rick didn't know it was going to happen because he picked the Hype Bros. But anyway, let's go on. So that was. All right, Hell in the Cell match. It was for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. The Usos versus the New Day. What you guys think about this match? I thought this was a really, really good match. Man, they were going to blows with each other.
Yeah,
man.
they were like going crazy.
Oh my God, man.
I think it was one of their best matches yet.
And you know what? I did say that too, that they had to top what they did before in order to really end this rivalry. You know, it's been going on way too long. But I did enjoy this match. Rick, what did you think about this match?
Match of the year.
Damn.
Match of the year. Yeah.
Really?
This was the most. Well, first of all, it was the best match of the night, and it was also the most interesting Hell in a Cell I've ever seen. I mean, they had so many different things they pulled out that we've never seen before, and the way they were hitting each other with those kendo sticks, I was just like, damn.
And I felt
Tony
everyone
was on the floor screaming, "Ay, ay!"
Yeah, because I'm telling you, back in my heyday when I was wrestling, Doink the Clown hit me in the face with a kendo stick. Okay, that hurts. Okay. Then on top of that, I had it was a match I had with the Brooklyn Brawler. He hit me in the face with the damn kendo stick.
Oh, so that's what happened to your face.
Yes. Yes. My wife loves it though.
Ooh.
She's about the only one.
That's true. So anyway, so I know the pain of getting hit by those damn kendo sticks. They hurt. They do. Some things it's painful, and I felt every one of them. So when they had Xavier Woods tied up like that and kept hitting him in the stomach, I was just like,
Oh my gosh.
ouch.
PTSD, like, no!
Right? But I mean, as far as match of the year goes, I'd say it's a candidate for match of the year, but I don't think it's match of the year. Like, I don't know.
I think so.
We'll see. The year's almost up anyway, so.
That's why.
I mean, other than that and AJ and Cena,
Yes.
I would say AJ and Cena, no, NXT Takeover, the Bruiserweight, the UK guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Killed it.
Yeah, they did kill it.
I agree.
So.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
All right, so then up next it was Randy Orton versus Rusev. Randy wins. This was the garbage match of the night.
That was the garbage match.
I don't know what they're doing with Rusev, to be honest, but I mean, now my thing is looking at this match, I have to really consider and think that, there's probably something big for Rusev coming up, because he's been losing a lot. Because you got to really think about it. Same thing happened to Baron Corbin. He pissed in somebody's Cheerios, and he lost the Money in the Bank. He lost a lot of matches. End up being a referee, I mean, they really put him, they punished him. They punished him enough to do all that to him, and
But they've been punishing Rusev since he married Lana.
well, they kind of.
You know what I mean? Like when
Yeah, sure.
when the ring came out on Instagram.
Yeah.
When she
true.
posted that, they've been fucking with him ever since.
That's true
Look at
too.
Mimi Goody with the news. Look at this show.
Professional journalism at its best.
Wow.
Shit, they don't get that here in Wrestling POV. So speaking of Baron Corbin, that was the next match. It was a triple threat for the United States Championship. Baron Corbin versus AJ Styles. They threw in Ty Dillinger in the last minute. It's not our fault, people. But Rick did put out that video, and if you wanted to change your bet then that was fine. But I kind of see why they threw in Ty Dillinger. I'll speak on that more later. But Baron Corbin wins. Finally, his first championship. I think he's going to hold on to that title till at least WrestleMania.
Wow.
Yeah, he's gonna talk a lot of shit, and he's gonna draw a lot of heat. But I think he's gonna make that belt relevant. Not saying that AJ Styles didn't do that, but I really do think that Baron Corbin is gonna make it. He's gonna bring more to it than what it has been lately.
I wonder if Wilfredo's gonna bring something to the Wrestling POV title.
No, because he's gonna lose it in 2 weeks anyway. So.
Shit, man.
Right? Shit. Alright, so then up next, it was for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Charlotte Flair versus Natalya. Natalya wins. She didn't win. Sorry, she got disqualified. So Charlotte wins by DQ. So those that went with Charlotte Flair, they got their points, like I did.
Me too, about the only one I got right.
I was going to say that. Wasn't that the only one? So I like the finish, and I get the finish, and I know exactly where they're going with this finish, being that the next pay-per-view is Survivor Series, and I think they're going to do a little bit of a rematch between those two, almost kind of like what they did in NXT, so that's why they kind of did it that way. And also, I think Ric Flair, they're going to want to try to bring him in the picture at Survivor Series with Charlotte Flair. So,
Lord!
yeah, so that I saw that coming. I was kind of like, you know what? I was going to change my bet, too, to Natalya, but then I was thinking, I was like, you know, she could probably still win, but by DQ or count out or something. Because they want this feud to continue into Survivor Series. So I was kind of right, I guess, right?
Wow, with all this stuff, have you seen the future? You couldn't see yourself winning.
Well, no, because I saw Wilfredo winning. I mean, come on now. I guessed it right, eh? All right, so then up next, it was for the WWE Championship. It was Jinder Mahal versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, all right, I have to explain. A lot of people are really upset with this match. I kind of get why this was the fifth match because of what happened at the Hell in a Cell between KO and Shane McMahon. But now you have to listen to this. I mean, a lot of people are like, oh, they're burying Shinsuke. No, they're not. No, they are not. I have to explain why. What was the comment that AJ Styles said after Hell in a Cell? What did he say? First, he said he's going to do his rematch clause on SmackDown. Then he said, I think he said this before, and I think he wasn't really supposed to say it, but he did, was that he was going to go after the championship. Everybody's dream match right now has been what? AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the heavyweight title. I've always said this since the beginning. They cannot bring these guys from NXT up to the main roster, or any new guy that has a lot of, followings and is very popular. They can't throw them into the title picture and have them win it right away. So the WWE is kind of doing it right. Why? Because it's too soon. When Bayley won, everybody, so it was too soon. It was too soon. Yeah, of course it was too soon. Ow, I'm smashing shit everywhere.
I know, damn. Relax.
Because I'm trying to make my point. No, hush. So, my thing is this. For Shinsuke to lose, I was okay with it. You know why? Because I know AJ is going to go after that title. He's going to end up winning that title, and they're going to hype this up to where it's going to be Shinsuke Nakamura versus AJ Styles for the heavyweight title. And I'd rather have AJ have that title because he already won it. He did pretty good with it. But now he can carry that title all the way up to WrestleMania and have Shinsuke do that storybook ending and win it at WrestleMania. I've always said that these guys like Shinsuke, AJ, Kevin Owens, Bayley, those type of wrestlers has to win a championship at the big dance, which is WrestleMania. Or maybe a Royal Rumble. I can go with that. SummerSlam or even Survivor Series. But that's how they have to do it. I'm not calling any other pay-per-view shit, but those are many mediocre pay-per-views compared to those four. So for having Shinsuke to lose, yeah, I was fine with that. Especially after what AJ said that he is going to go after that championship. Then I started thinking, I said, all right, so you know what? That match made sense then for Shinsuke to lose. Because now he's got to work his way back up again. So that's why I don't have a problem with this match.
So
I explained it.
From the POV of a person that was pissed off that Jinder Mahal won, because it was also on Rick's Rants, where you can check it out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter every Wednesday. Listen, people, why the hell would you have Jinder Mahal go over? It makes no sense at all. I mean, Tony did have a valid point here, but let me tell you this. Jinder Mahal, he's going to go to India, have a tour, blah, blah, blah. But still, you had Shinsuke lose twice. You had Randy Orton. As much as I hate Randy Orton, lose 3 times to this dude. Jinder Mahal has had the WWE title longer than AJ Styles. The guy hasn't had a clean win. If you count this win as a clean win, then what were you watching? Because the Singh brothers interrupted the Team Shasta. So no. It wasn't a clean win. It was bullshit. And I'm sick of Jinder Mahal because his promos suck and his wrestling is subpar. Listen, in the beginning it was cute. A jobber went to be champion. But at the end of the day, he is still a member of the 3MB.
Now, I gotta say something, Rick. He is a heel, right?
True.
He did his job. You're pissed off, right? He did his job. At the end of the day, he did his job.
Lazy booking. He did his job, but it's lazy booking.
No,
I'm more upset at the writers than anything.
I definitely see where they're going with this, though. So that's why I don't have a problem with it. So. Anyway, next it was Bobby Roode versus Dolph Ziggler.
Match of the night, people.
I hope that was. Jesus Christ, no.
Jesus, so bad.
It was terrible. And
terrible.
What? You know what? I don't even know why it's terrible, to be honest. I mean, I like Bobby Roode. Bobby, what happened to him? It's like the shift and the momentum went. No, it disappeared. And I'm telling you, after what happened on SmackDown 2, I'm like, what the hell?
What happened on SmackDown 1?
Yeah. So anyway, Bobby Roode ends up winning. They gotta. Oh Jesus! After that, I was like, all right, good. He can finally move on to something else. But of course, what happened on SmackDown, I'm like, oh boy, they still want to keep going with this, huh? So, all right. Now, the main event, it was the Hell in a Cell between Kevin Owens and Shane McMahon. This match was just crazy. This is another one. But it was, you knew that Shane was going to do something dumb. And he did. But Sami Zayn got involved and pulled Kevin Owens out. Yeah. So, heel turn for Sami Zayn. Kevin Owens picks up the victory, and that was your Hell in a Cell. So it was. I liked this Hell in a Cell. It was above average in my opinion. I think the worst match of the night was between Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler. The match of the night was definitely the tag with the Usos versus the New Day. But I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy this Hell in a Cell. I think this Hell in a Cell was creating a lot of stories for the big show coming up, Survivor Series.
Okay.
So I think that's why I enjoyed it, because I saw it. Each match except for the Bobby Roode one, I was like, okay. Now I see where they're going with this one. Now I see, they explained it well in their storyline per se. So, what you guys thought of the Hell in the Cell?
I enjoyed it very much.
All right. That's it?
Yeah, it was good. It was good because I was jumping around acting all crazy and shit, but I enjoyed it very much.
All right then.
I felt like it was a crappy sandwich with good bread. And let me explain. You put bread on the outside, right? So everything on the outside from beginning to end was good, but everything in the middle was terrible. I was not impressed with anything in the middle. Everything in the middle was like, I can do it. I can take out this. I can take this out. Take this out. And I was left with 2 pieces of bread. The first match and the last match. And the last match was only good because they fought on top of the cell. And I was like, oh my God, someone's going to die.
Oh my God.
Like, oh Jesus. And it was crazy. And that little heel turn at the end definitely put it on top. So, like you said, above average pay-per-view.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. So, alrighty. That's it for Hell in a Cell. Let's go on to Raw notes. Alrighty. Raw was very, very interesting. It opened up with Sheamus and Cesaro appearing on Miz TV. Now, did something happen to Bo Dallas that I'm not aware of?
They mentioned that he was ill.
Ill.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So
I thought maybe he got hurt.
No, they said he was under the weather.
Oh, okay. It's gotta be. I don't know. I think it's something more serious because the way they were talking was like, "We're gonna miss you, brother." I'm like, wait, what? Is he gonna be out for longer or what? You know what I'm saying? I think.
Yeah.
So I mean, but then it kind of explains why Sheamus and Cesaro interfered. Not saying that they would have went with the Miz and the Miztourage versus the Shield, but I think in their eyes a better opponent for the Shield would be the Miz, Sheamus, and Cesaro. So they both Curtis Axel was there too. So they all got a Mizzy award. So through all that scuttlebutt going on, Roman Reigns comes out. And then, of course, he came out to a pop this time. Yay for him. So but then all of a sudden, Dean Ambrose comes out. Nice, bigger pop. Seth Rollins comes out, even to a bigger pop. And the Shield was formed again. They went in there, attacked them. They pretty much kicked all their asses. The Miz took another, they're calling it the Shield Bomb now. Is that what they're calling it? Unbelievable. They couldn't leave it alone, could they? Oh, my God. So, of course, the crowd popped huge when they did the Shield symbol. And good opening, I think. It was a good opening. Good opening. Yeah. Yeah, sure, why not? But you know what's funny, though, Rick? Is that with Dean Ambrose, ever since you pointed that out, that's all I see him do with his damn shoulders. Yeah.
Moving his shoulders around.
It's like, dude, what are you dancing? What the fuck is that?
He got ADD, man.
Holy
he just can't stop. It's like a crackhead, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
scratching.
God. It's like
start moving, man. I feel my skin crawling.
It's a white dude without rhythm. I mean, Jesus. Just kidding. It's a joke, people. If you can't get that, then forget it. All right. So the next match, it was Jason Jordan versus Carl Anderson. I'm just going to keep going with it because it was ridiculous. But Jason Jordan wins. Elias Sampson defeated Apollo Crews. Don't know why they're still going with this. Obviously, they're going to have to end it at TLC. I think that's going to end up being the kickoff. He's probably going to... But he's fighting either Apollo Crews or Titus O'Neil. He's fighting
they
one
need
of
to
them.
kick him off the show is what they need to do. This
Kick who?
Titus
Elias?
No, the Titus Worldwide crap.
But you know what? It was working for like a hot minute. And then it's like we don't want to do it no more. You know, I don't get it. I don't know. So anyway, backstage, Enzo Amore was complaining to Kurt Angle about the whole thing that happened, blah, blah. Angle explained to Enzo that he will defend the Cruiserweight Championship that night against Kalisto in a lumberjack match later on.
And at that point, you can hear Neville in the background.
Yeah.
I'm leaving.
Yeah, I'm walking out the door. So, anyway, up next it was Braun Strowman versus Matt Hardy. Braun Strowman just destroyed him. He started to carry him to the. But why Matt Hardy out of all people? You know what I'm saying? To try to still bring, I don't know. To me, that was dumb. But he started carrying Matt Hardy to the back, but he was stopped by the Shield. The Shield was there.
With new T-shirts.
With new T-shirts, right then and there. Bam. You know?
They recycled those T-shirts. They just looked at them. They just took them out the box.
It's either that or they had him with them the whole time.
Like, guys, one
Just
day we're going to get back together.
Yeah,
We're going to need these.
Well, we're going to need these. Are cool shirts, man. One day it's going to happen. You'll see. You'll see.
Yeah,
and then Dean's with his shoulders like, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Oh, my Lord. Oh, God. So they gave him a power bomb. The shield bomb through the table. That was pretty insane. Again, crowd pop, and they did make a comment saying that they'll take on 3 people, 4 people, 5 people, 6 people. Doesn't matter. So, in the back, Kurt Angle decided to make it a 6-man? No.
Yeah.
Well, they added Strowman.
Well, the Miz came and said, well, I want to keep the Shield to their word.
Yes,
and
that's what he did.
He added Braun Strowman to the team.
So that's going to happen at TLC. So it's going to be, now it's a handicap match, a 4-on-3.
Yep.
So up next, it was Finn Balor. He's in the ring. He's talking about the whole Sister Abigail thing. Bray Wyatt shows up on the Titantron. Now, there's a lot of mixed emotions about what happened here because Sister Abigail ended up appearing. Obviously, it was Bray Wyatt. He had like one of those see-through hoodies on. And,
it's called a veil.
That thing, yep. And he had the blacked his eyes out. They changed his voice. And Finn was afraid. Yes? No? What do you guys think of it? I mean, I don't know. People are pissed. People are liking it. It's like 50-50.
The thing is with that voice changer is that you can hear Bray Wyatt's voice the whole time.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think they meant to do that.
You know, it's meant to do that because he's supposed to be possessed by Sister Abigail.
Right.
Yeah, but it's corny.
But I think what it is because people want to see Sister Abigail as a figure, another person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Which, to me, I don't get because when Finn Balor's the demon, it's still Finn Balor. You know, that's his alter ego. So they're doing the same thing with Bray Wyatt, but I seriously think at TLC we're gonna actually see Sister Abigail. In my opinion, I'm guessing, anyways. But I think
he's doing another prediction.
You damn right I am.
You guys pissed the ball.
Damn right. But I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be one of the creepiest matches we're ever gonna see at TLC.
The thing is, though, Bray Wyatt has to win then. And it's like, if you're telling me that Finn Balor's going to fight Brock Lesnar next, then he can't lose. So what's going to happen? Mm-hmm. Because this,
Brock Lesnar's not going to be at TLC anyway, so who cares?
No, he's just...
Well, for the next feud, he'll be at Survivor Series.
Right.
So, to have Finn Balor lose unless you have a number 1 contender match. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is why you need to be here. It just made sense to me. It doesn't matter if he loses, because he can have a number 1 contenders match later on.
Right.
But the bottom line is, Bray needs to come out strong in this. And I do have to say, I do like it. I just don't want it to come off so cheesy.
Right.
There's a lot of people that hate Bray. So I was just pointing out what I thought was cheesy, and I feel like other people thought it was cheesy. I felt like just using his regular voice would have been suffice. I mean, look at this. Suffice. Wow.
That's a big word.
That's a big word.
Wow.
Big words. Big words on Wrestling POV.
I know.
Oh.
He pulled out Theosaurus.
Yeah, the Theosaurus. Is that what it's called? Theosaurus or Thesaurus?
Thesaurus.
Dinosaurus. Tyrannosaurus Rex. That was corny. No, I get what you're saying, and I get what the people, why they're pissed off, too, but you know what? I liked it. There was nothing wrong with that. I like the fact that they tweaked his voice a little bit, but you can still hear Bray Wyatt. Yeah, I know. But I thought it was still creepy. I just hope, I don't know.
I thought it was interesting.
Oh, no. Don't go there.
But stupid.
Damn. But we'll see. We'll see what happens at TLC. All right, so up next, and I know I skipped over the part, but it was the elimination match, which Michael Cole didn't even know it was an elimination match. It was Emma versus Sasha Banks versus Alicia Fox. You're right. Dana Brooke and Bailey. And
wait,
the winner...
who was the Alicia girl you mentioned?
Alicia Fox. And the winner will face Asuka at TLC. Mm-hmm. You know what? And this is going to be the first time y'all hear me say this, but I missed Alicia Fox.
I did too. I like her.
They got.
I told you guys, come on.
You know, I love it when she acts like that spoiled brat. It is the funniest thing. And not only that, that woman can wrestle, man.
She can.
Man, she was in there. You can tell she controlled that match. You know what I'm saying? The woman knows what she's doing. I loved her. I love that character that she has. They need to really give her more TV time, in my opinion. The woman's been there over 10 years. Come on, cut her a break. Jesus. Put her in a decent storyline with these women, you know. At the end of the day, though, Emma ended up coming out on top. So that's a good deal. Good for her, but I think she's going to get squashed against Asuka at TLC.
I think someone predicted that Emma was going to fight Asuka.
Yeah, I think that was me. So, up next... we'll see. We'll see what happens. That's all I'm going to say. So then they announced next week on Raw that it's going to be Braun Strowman and versus Roman Reigns in a steel cage.
Oh.
Apparently, Braun Strowman's still mad at Roman Reigns.
So good.
But of course,
with the ambulance.
Yeah. But of course, you know damn well what's going to end up happening there. The Shield's going to come out because the Miz or Sheamus and Cesaro and the Miz is going to come out, interfere. Shield's going to come out, big old brawl. That's how they're going to end Raw next week. So, because the go home show. Think about it. All right, you heard it here first. So shut up, Miguel. All right, the main event. It was a lumberjack match for the Cruiserweight Championship. Kalisto versus Enzo. Before I go on and tell y'all what happened, what did you guys think of this match? Not the match itself, but what did you think about Enzo's performance in this match?
I mean, I'm never impressed with Enzo. It's what you're supposed to be doing as a wrestler. So I'm not going to give him credit for that. Because the only time I'll give you credit is when you do over-the-top things. I'm not going to give you credit for things you're supposed to be doing. So, Kalisto, to me, Kalisto was Kalisto. Kalisto did his thing. Right. And Enzo was what he needs to be doing. Like, you're a wrestler, so wrestle. He did it.
But he's also a heel now, too. So, he had to play that role. So, Kalisto wins. Excuse me. And he's the new Cruiserweight champion.
Which is weird.
Yes, it is. But he dedicated the match, the win, to Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio, which Rey Mysterio did send out a tweet. I don't know what the exact tweet was. I don't know what he twatted. But wait a minute, is that right? What a tweet is? Is that what it is? I don't know all these things. Anyway. He said that he congratulated Kalisto for winning, but there was more to it than that. I don't know what it was. So,
was it in Spanish? Because you didn't understand it.
It probably was in that Spanish and that Rican-y stuff. Or, wait, no, he's Mexican, so I don't know. Same thing. Jesus Christ. All right, so that is your Raw. All right, we're going to take a quick pause for the cause. You know why? Because I'm tired. No. No, we're going to take a quick pause. When we come back, we're going to do Rick Serrano III's top 10 rankings for the month of October. But this time, I got a hold of it. We'll be right back and find out what I did.
Say your prayers.
Yep.
This is Lucha Underground's Cortez Castro, and you're listening to Wrestling POV Podcast.
And we are back with the top 10 rankings of October. My version, the best version, Rick Serrano III's, and now Tony's going to probably screw it up. But let's just give a recap of what my top 10 was. My top 10 was at number 10, Neville. At number 9, Braun Strowman. At number 8, Roman Reigns. At number 7, Kevin Owens. At number 6, Shinsuke Nakamura. At number 5, Okada. At number 4, The Miz. At number 3, Prince Puma. At number 2, the phenomenal AJ Styles. And at number 1, Cody Rhodes. Now, people, what Tony is going to do, or what he could do, is he can add 2 people by taking 2 away, and he can rearrange the top 10, but he cannot add more than 2. So, Tony, what are you going to do?
Alrighty, it's time for my version of the top 10 for the month of October. Alright? So, you guys are already going to be pissed off at me, but I'm going to explain myself. Alright? So, at my number 10, the ranking for number 10 is Jinder Mahal. Yes, I'm putting Jinder in this top 10. Why? Because you got to give the man credit. He is pissing a lot of people off. He is doing his job. He's defended that title more times than Brock Lesnar have in the whole freaking year. Okay, so you got to give him that. Okay, he is drawing heat. He's drawing the attention. He's a workhorse. The guy is a workhorse. Yes, he's still part of 3MD. I know, but you got to give that guy credit. He is pissing people off regardless. So I got him at number 10. All right, number 9. I have Braun Strowman. I got him there. That's where he belongs. Seriously, just my opinion. I just think that's where he needs to be. My number 8, I got Roman Reigns, so I kept him there too.
Okay.
So I think that's a good spot for him for now. If he's going to start all of a sudden getting, the fan reaction, it might move him up, but I could be wrong. Number 7, I put Okada on number 7. To me, it's looking like they're doing the Brock Lesnar treatment on Okada now. He hasn't really fought, but he's still, and what he does, he does a great match, man. I mean, the guy's off the hook. But he still remains in the top 10. At number 6, I put Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke, he does pretty good. I mean, but lately he's not how he was when he was in NXT. I think he's losing a little bit of his mojo, and I don't know. I think number 6 is good for him where he's at, and we'll see where he goes. Number 5, I put Kevin Owens at number 5. Kevin Owens is starting to be on a roll. I hope they're really doing away with Shane McMahon, and we'll see where they're going with him from here on out. But I think for the month of October, I think number 5 is a good spot for Kevin Owens. Number 4, I put Prince Puma. Knocked him down 1. It's Prince Puma, man. I mean, he's got to be in the top 5 at least. Great guy. The guy's off the hook. He's got a future, definitely, for sure. Number 3, I put AJ Styles for number 3. Again, I just knocked him down 1. We'll see where he goes with the feud, if he is going to start going for the heavyweight title, and we'll see where he goes. I think number 3 is a good spot for him, being that he was the U.S. champ for a while, and he carried that belt on into Hell in a Cell, lost it, and we'll see where it goes. Number 2, I put Cody Rhodes, and I think that's a good spot for Cody. He's the Ring of Honor champion, but he's starting to be a little bit repetitive. He's doing the same thing over and over, and it's kind of like, all right, Cody, got to come up with something new. So that's why I didn't put him as my number 1 for the month of October. But he's still drawing people to him. He's still having that spotlight. So now my number 1, You guys are really going to be shocked by this one. My number one, and to me, the man is carrying Raw on his back. I put for my number one for the month of October, The Miz. I put The Miz down. I pushed him up from, what was he last week?
4, I had him.
You had him at number 4? I pushed him all the way up to number 1 because the man is carrying Raw. You gotta, I mean, the guy, he created the Miztourage. He made Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas relevant again. And on top of that, they brought in Sheamus and Cesaro to add to this mix. He is very fucking cocky, and he knows it, and people are starting to hate on him more, but he is drawing the attention again. And now you know damn well he's going to be part of that main event. The guy has been speaking his mind lately, and I like it because now it's like, oh shit. So that's why I put The Miz at number 1. To me, in my opinion, he's been carrying Raw on top of it. He made a believer out of me. Put it that way.
Wow.
All right. So that is shut up. So then, just to recap real quick, my number 1 pick was The Miz. Number 2 was Cody Rhodes. 3 was AJ Styles. 4 was Prince Puma. And number 5 was Kevin Owens. Number 6 was Shinsuke Nakamura. Number 7 was Okada. Number 8 was Roman Reigns. Number 9 was Braun Strowman. And at number 10, it was Jinder Mahal. Now, next week, of course, it's going to be Mimi Goody's turn. Again, she can either take 2 away, rearrange the whole list, or she doesn't have to change it at all. But she has to go off of my list now. And she can either put Neville back in or leave him out. And she can do whatever she wants with it, but the max is only 2. If you notice, this week, I only took 1 person out. That's it. Because I felt the rest of them do need to be in that top 10. And I changed the number 1. That was it. So, that's just the name of the game, and that's how you play it.
I think we should have a Rick's recap of Tony's top 10.
Alrighty.
And just looking at it, I have to agree. I mean, you and me had a lot of similarities looking at it. Braun, Roman, Nakamura, pretty much in the same spot. We had AJ, Prince Puma, The Miz, and Cody Rhodes in the top 4.
Yep.
I agree with a lot of it, because obviously it was my list. But you can see great minds think alike. But I have to say, I do find one thing very, very interesting.
What's that?
And it's Jinder Mahal, Tony! Jinder Mahal! Why?
The guy's drawing heat, man. He has to be
Yeah, but
on
he's
there.
like a 12.
No, but see, I could understand if y'all be pissed if I put Brock Lesnar on there, right?
Oh, yeah.
So come on, you got to think. You got to look at the 2 heavyweight champions right now. It's Brock Lesnar and Jinder Mahal. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to put Brock Lesnar in this top 10 when the man only wrestles 6 times a year. Can't do it. You got to give Jinder Mahal some kind of credit because he is drawing heat. He's getting people
Mr. Tony!
off, so.
I have to say this. I thought you would put Jinder Mahal at number 711.
Oh my God! Jesus Christ! I yelled that at him at that show. My God, nigga, what the frig? Rick, build a wall around his room.
I know. Jeez.
Oh shit.
Man.
Wow.
Alright, guys. So, like Tony said, next week, Mimi Goody will take a shot at Rick's top 10 of the month of October. Hopefully, she does well with it. And I'm sure she will because she's smart. Sometimes. Was that a compliment?
Wow.
No, I know.
What?
Interesting.
Oh my God.
No, that was.
Okay, so we have collar and elbow people. We are affiliated with them. Use the promo code WPOV and you will receive 10% off. They have a bunch of new stuff. They have a baseball t-shirt. They have a hat. They have it all for men, women, children. Check it out. collarandelbowbrand.com. Receive 10% off using the promo code WPOV. Also, people, go on our iTunes at Wrestling POV Podcast. Leave us a 5-star rating and also leave a comment. Let us know what we're doing great, because we're always doing great things on this show and only great things. So great. Also, be sure to check us out on Facebook, Twitter at Wrestling POV, or on Instagram at Wrestling POV1. And don't forget, we also are affiliated with Celebrity Video Messages. Check it out. The link is on our YouTube page. You click on the link and you help us out. You get a discount. You get it cheaper. You get to talk to celebrities. You have celebrities doing video messages for you from WWE, TNA, Ring of Honor, from Game of Thrones, from all over, man. The zombie show. What's the zombie show? Walking Dead. They got it all. They got it all. You want to talk to your favorite zombie? Check out Celebrity Video Messages and it'll be awesome. That's all I gotta say. I mean, oh, Mr. Rick, didn't you get the $1 million man and Jake the Snake from there? No. They're my friends.
No.
Jeez.
No.
Wow.
It's time for the Smackdown. Breakdown. All right. So Smackdown. Dios mío, mi corazón. All right, so Smackdown opens up with the Usos.
Alright, that's enough. I do kind of
Fredo, if you ever want to come on the show, bro, we could use a champion like you. Alright. Sometimes last place makes people delusional. SmackDown opens up with the Usos coming out, and they say, "Welcome to the Uso Penitentiary," and they request the New Day to come out. New Day comes out, they start talking. You know, I respect you. And they said, we're going to put some respect on your name.
They put some respect on the name.
They put some respect on their name.
They put some respect on the name.
I'm just glad it's over.
So am I. I'm glad that they acknowledged.
Yes.
I'm glad that they acknowledged that it was over.
Yeah, because it's time to move on.
Yes.
With that being said, they are interrupted by the Hype Bros.
Yeah. Yep.
And then they are interrupted by Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin. And then they're interrupted by Breezango. And then they're interrupted by The Ascension. And then they're interrupted by Daniel Bryan. Now, everybody wants a shot at the Usos. Usos basically telling everybody that they can go to the back of the line. Obviously, it's not a line if everybody's in the back. So, but yeah, so Daniel Bryan is out there, and he's just like, I am not in the mood today, guys.
But not only that, he was pissed at the crowd. Did you catch that?
He was.
Did you catch that?
Because they were chanting no, right?
Yeah. Because he tells them, first of all, you guys need to get out of the ring. and the crowd was like, no. And then, man, what did he act like a child or what?
It was terrible. I don't understand.
I didn't either. I was like, what the hell? Why would you say that to him? Aren't you supposed to be a baby face?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
More like a goat face.
Right?
Babies get offended too, you know.
That's true.
Was that a baby or was that Brie Bella?
Damn.
Yeah, So he's telling them I'm not in the mood, get out of the ring. And then he said, that's not going to happen here. Now, he did say that in the very beginning. It's not going to happen tonight. And then it ended up happening tonight when he announced it's going to be a 4-way match to decide who's the number 1 contender. So that happened next. The Hype Bros versus the Ascension versus Breezango versus Benjamin and Gable. I thought this was a good opening match. I was excited about it. I'm like, finally, Breezango's finally fighting again. Even the Ascension, I was glad to see. And so Benjamin and Gable ended up winning. So they're the number 1 contenders. I think I rather would have seen Breezango go over, but I'm not upset with Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin.
I'd rather have seen Breezango, to be honest. I think with Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable, I just think it's too early for them. You know, I really do. I just think it's too early. Even though I know Shelton Benjamin is a veteran. I know that, but I still think them.
As a team, them guys, they're not really meshing well, in my opinion. Right. You know, so that's why I think it's too early.
You're right. Next up, we had Natalya backstage, and she's interrupted by Lana and Tamina. And Lana says the title will look better on Tamina. And then Carmella comes out bragging about Money in the Bank. And then Charlotte pops up, and basically Natalya says something about Ric Flair, and Charlotte busted her ass. And then the Glow chick, Naomi, and Becky Lynch came out, and they all started fighting each other, and that really went nowhere. I was just like, okay, they all fought each other, and they didn't mention it again. Yeah. I guess that they're gonna work that into like a Survivor Series thing, like Team Hart versus Team Flair.
Yeah, that could be it. Yeah, I can see that happening.
What? Yeah, exactly. Next up, we had Becky Lynch versus Carmella. Becky Lynch got the win.
Yeah, that's good.
That was shocking.
But she needs it.
Oh yeah, that's right. You love. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but they haven't been doing much with her either. You know.
No. Yeah, and Carmella, girl. If you're gonna wear that, you gotta make sure that the camel toe is covered up.
Oh God, that's disgusting.
I'm just saying. I mean, I'm a journalist. I do
We're
journalism.
professional.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a professional. I noticed something. I had to take notes on it, so I paused it. And I made sure what I was looking at was actually what I was looking at. So I got really close to the TV. My wife thought it was creepy, but I let her know that this is business. This is professionalism at its finest. So, bingo! Yes, she had a camel toe, and girl.
Now, did you take a picture of that to send it to me? Because I have to analyze that part of the to make sure, you know, because they always say, you know, sometimes you need a second opinion.
You're right. You know, I'm gonna send that picture to you.
Thank you.
I also did a video slow motion.
Okay.
I'm working on a smell-o-vision.
Okay.
So we can analyze it further.
Nasty.
Scratch and sniff.
All right. Moving on.
So Becky Lynch wins. We're back in the ring, and Kevin Owens comes out and basically saying he is now calling SmackDown Kevin's Heaven or the Kevin Owens Show. And he introduces his best friend and guardian angel, Sami Zayn. Now, I gotta admit, I honestly thought Sami Zayn was not gonna stay heel. I thought he was gonna just let Kevin Owens know he was just protecting him because he thought Shane was taking it too far. Which is what he said. He said Shane took it too far. He could have ended the match. But then he says he wasn't just saving his best friend. He was saving his brother.
Yeah.
So, looks like Sami Zayn, and then they hugged it out, and then they stopped the music, and I was like, oh, here's your Sami Zayn attack Kevin Owens. And no, they basically rose each other's hands, and they thanked each other.
Yeah, well, what happened, too, was that on, I think it was Monday, there was a house show, a SmackDown house show,
and they said that Sami Zayn was there and Kevin Owens, and he was very much a heel. They said he was like really bad, like, you know, confirming that, dude, I'm a heel, so F you, you know. So, you know, when SmackDown came on, I would have been really surprised if he did end up attacking Kevin Owens, because then I would have been like, wait, so why'd you do all that before, man? I don't get it. So
Can I get an amen?
Amen.
all right,
Yeah, so Sami Zayn heel. I can dig it. I can dig it.
Yeah.
Next up, Shinsuke Nakamura and Randy Orton versus Rusev and Aiden English. Now, I like the pairing of Rusev and Aiden English,
I do too.
and I thought this match was interesting, but it wasn't stupid. It was really good. I thought it was a good match. Randy Orton ended up hitting the RKO, Nakamura hits a Kinshasa, and they pick up the win.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I mean, just like, where do they go from here, though? Like, Aiden
Exactly.
English, Rusev.
Yeah. Rusev or Shinsuke.
That would be good.
Yeah. Yeah,
Rusev, Shinsuke.
yeah.
But then Rusev's going to lose again.
I was going to say, Rusev's going to have to lose again, because you can't have Shinsuke lose twice, you know?
You're right.
I don't know. SmackDown's they're in a little bit of a bubble.
Yeah.
You
They're at a
know,
standstill, I think.
Yeah. All right.
see, but I don't know. I was like, this whole time I was watching SmackDown. You know what it was? I think I took a nap before SmackDown, so I think I had a lot of energy. I thought it was good though. Next up, we had Luke Harper and Eric Rowan with a cryptic message. The Blunder Brothers. What? They had like giant Thor hammers. They had hoods. They had the mask still. I'm liking it.
Yep. I guess that's so much for my transformation rumor.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
So we'll see where they go with that. Next up, we had Bobby Roode come out and Dolph Ziggler come out again, and I'm not going to go over this. It was just terrible.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
We'll see where that goes. They're going to fight next week.
Yeah.
The main event, we had AJ Styles versus Baron Corbin. This was a highly entertaining match.
It was.
Baron Corbin ends up winning clean
Yeah.
to retain the U.S. title. So AJ will probably be moving on. Corbin will probably be moving on to Ty Dillinger. We will see where it goes.
Yeah.
With that being said, that is the end of SmackDown. It is now time for Raw versus SmackDown.
Alrighty. So
Long bell.
that was a long bell.
So Raw is currently ahead 15-11, and every Tuesday after SmackDown, we put on our Twitter page at Wrestling POV a fan vote for you guys to help us decide what was better, Raw or SmackDown. The fan vote this week, 70% for Raw.
Wow. Jesus, man. Could the Shield have anything to do with that?
Oh, just a little bit.
Wow. So, all right. So, what are you voting for this week, Rick?
All right, so, you know, I usually look at the fan vote and I say, you know what, they're right. But you know what, I looked at it and I said, the fans, this is interesting. But stupid. I'm not going to fall for that trick. The Raw sucked. Raw had the Shield reunion. Okay, all right, that was okay. And then at the end, they had Kalisto win. Okay, remember what I said earlier about the whole pay-per-view Hell in a Cell? It was a crap sandwich, crap in the middle, and the good stuff was on the outside? That's what I thought of Raw. I thought SmackDown as a whole was good throughout. The only bad part for me was Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler. So I'm going to go with SmackDown. The Shield, I'm going to shield my eyes and be like, that's not going to blind me. Ain't going to blind me.
Yeah, I have to agree with Rick. I liked SmackDown better than Raw.
Really?
Yeah. Even though I was crushing hard, you know, but the Shield is like, I'm like, I don't know. Like, for me, SmackDown had action against action against action, and
Raw didn't?
Raw, no, it was boring. I fell asleep.
Did. So I'm putting the Shield up on both of y'all. But, but I thought Raw was slightly better than SmackDown.
Really? No.
Yeah. That was some good action in it.
But I guess SmackDown won anyways.
Yeah, shut up.
So SmackDown is currently down 15 to 12 as they inch closer and closer.
Yeah. So.
Right. So, also I wanted to announce that don't forget, next week also, it will be my top 10 for the women's.
So you're doing both?
I'm going to do the women's top 10 for next week.
So you're doing both?
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Mm-hmm.
So there you have it. The top 10 women's ranking for the month of October. And of course, she's going to take over from my list for the top 10 men rankings for the month of October. Interesting.
And it's not stupid.
Well, with that being said, I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with
Mimi Goody.
and the third wheel,
Rick Serrano, the third.
and the intern.
Miguel Cole. Let's stop, guys. Come on.
Jesus Christ! Down, Love Beats and Wrestling. We'll see you next week.
Peace out.
Good night, everybody!
We didn't sing. We didn't sing this week.
We didn't sing. You know, I was thinking of a song for us to sing. I just totally blanked on it. I don't know.
A song.
I mean,
We should title it "Interesting," but stupid. Some dramatic pause. Sorry, that's the new album cover. Interesting, but stupid.